And like just doing all of that, trying to figure it out by yourself. And some people just give up. And then it's just like, you just got to remember, some people can't even get through the stuff that you're getting through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, you just got to be thankful for what God do. Like, I feel like if I didn't go through what I went through, I wouldn't be as independent or like self-sufficient or anything like that. So, but like, I don't just talk to God when I need stuff. I talk to him and be like, thank you for everything, or like just period, point blank.
Hey y'all, man, welcome back to another episode of Mistakes and Millions. Man, I have a special guest today, a good friend of mine for 13 years, man. So I started off the podcast with first Victor Barnett, of course, the Mr. Community Man. Then I had Linnell Ramey, the CEO of the Mentor Group. But this episode is a special for me. I can connect with her. She is a young entrepreneur. I wanted to get a mind of a young entrepreneur to be on my show because I didn't want it to just be older people. I'm really trying to bridge the gap with this podcast. So special guest of mine. She popping her stuff. She doing her thing, man. This Tavi, man. Explain yourself.
My name is Tavia. I think the mic off. Is it off?
No, you good.
My name is Tavia. I'm a lash tech and I sell clothes. I've been a lash tech for 3 years. In June 16th, it'll make 3 years. I've been doing lash extensions, and I've been selling clothes for like a year and a half now. It'll make 2 years in November.
So I want to go a little back, man. Like I said, I've been knowing you for 13 years. We grew up at the Lighthouse. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Lighthouse. And you grew. Like the girl I seen at 10 years old, ain't the girl it's crazy that the woman you became, man. But one thing about you that I seen back then that I see now, you never played about yourself. When you came in today, I'm like, you popping your stuff, you doing your thing, you looking real good. But you was always like that. You was always about your money, you always handle your business. But I want to ask you, what made you want to be an entrepreneur? And before you get into that, you started young. I heard, I know yo. Yeah. So what made you want to do this, get into this journey?
I did used to sell hair and stuff too, like first spots. So what made me want to become a business owner is I hate being yelled at, being told what to do. And then like getting up early, I had a job at, I think like my very last job. I used to be getting up at 2 a.m. to be at work by like 4. And I'd be doing 4 to 2. And I hated that job so bad. Like, one day I just ended up quitting. Like, I asked my mama, like, should I just quit? She like, why? She like, what you gonna do? Because I had a house, I had a car note, I had bills. But she like, no, I don't think you should quit, like, until you find a new job. But I'm like, I could do lashes. I could figure this out. So I just quit. And then I started doing $60 lash sets for like 2 months.
Why did you pick lashes?
Because I used to stay with my lashes done. And it was just like the beauty industry. It's so many things you can do in the beauty industry just to keep, just a steady income. It's a lot of stuff that's different too now. But lashes, I used to stay with my lashes done. And it was just cute. Like you just wake up cute. And yeah, I took a class. So
I see you doing the lashes. What about the hair? You started off with hair, right? I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I started off with hair. I stopped doing hair once like China went up on their prices. And then I can't beat no hairstylist with a $500 wig and the install included. Because my wig $500, so just, you know what I'm saying? So I stopped selling hair. And then I was selling like first lines and stuff, but that wasn't like, it was good though, like I sold out, but it just wasn't something for me to do for real. So I started doing lashes.
So you did the hair, the lashes, and you got merch.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that clothing brand.
So my clothing brand is called Bellam. It means beautiful soul in French. I started that I don't know what made me start selling clothes for real, but I just like the skim look. Like me being at work every day, you really go to work wearing anything like as a business owner, as long as your clients look cute. But I just wanted something like to lounge around and look cute and like comfortable at the same time. So I started selling skims, and then now I'm on to something different. I'm about to drop some new stuff too, but yeah.
So you said it stands. So how did you figure out that name? I didn't know that. You said it stands for what?
Beautiful soul in French.
And
Yeah, I only came up with that because when I was younger, it was just like, not even younger, but like, you know how you turn a teenager, you think
yeah.
you know something, you try to do what you want. I was going through a lot, like my high school years, and it was just like all the bad stuff I went through, it just never changed me. Like I'm still who I am, and I'm pure. Like that's how I feel. Like I'm still good. You know how some people just go through something and make them bitter.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
change
like
them.
bitter. That I still have a beautiful soul. Like in and out, I'm still cute, or
So,
not even cute, but beautiful. So
so your
yeah,
brand means something.
yeah, that's where I got my name from.
Okay. Like Mistakes and Millions. You know, I try to push the, get over your mistakes, teach you how to turn your mistakes into millions. Your brand is advertising beautiful souls.
Yeah.
Do all your customers know that when they buy your merch?
Not all of them. Some people don't even know how to say it. I be hearing like Bellamy. I be hearing Bellamy a lot, but it's Bellam.
Now that's different. You might get some more customers after that because it's not only just because it's player for sure. I like I like your merch. I like what you're doing, and I'm proud of you for sure. But it's a message behind it too. Like it's not just clothing. That's deep.
That's what I be trying to tell people. Like the book. Remember, I was supposed to drop that book. I got it, but I never ended up dropping it. But I always tell people like, if you gonna do like with a business, it has to be deeper than just, oh, I just want the money. So like I just did like Bellam because beautiful soul. And it sounded like a designer, like Balenciaga or something, like something like that. Like it just sounded like a designer. So, and at first I was gonna change my name. Like last year, I was thinking about changing my name because a lot of men was wanting merch from me, and I was gonna do her, and then I was gonna have him.
Yeah. Okay.
But then I'm like, that's too easy to think of. Like anybody could think of that. Like I think I know somebody who sell like sweaters and stuff, and her name is her. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna just keep my stuff because Bellam, you wouldn't think like beautiful soul. I feel like it's just like a designer name. Like that's what it come off as.
I love that though. I think you should think about the brothers. Try to do something for the fellas, man. Cause you got supporters. I buy for my lady friends. But you gotta try to get something for the brothers. If not that, think of something else, man. Cause you got a big crowd. You got a big support team. You really, really do. I've seen that about you. Like a lot of people rock with you. A lot of people mess with you, man. So try to figure out how to get everybody.
Yeah, but I feel like I be real like big on like the quality stuff, and like with men, it's so hard to find like like thick sweater type material. So it's just I don't know. Me and my friends was talking about going to China though, and like meeting our vendors, like taking a trip to China and meeting our vendors, and just looking at a bunch of clothes and stuff like that down there, just to see like the material and the quality of the clothing. But yeah.
See, when you talk that quality, man, I remember you do go on live and you talk, you give people game. That's why I brought you on this podcast to give more game. But you talk about quality, how important that is to you. Let's explain to them why it is so important when you having a clothing business.
Because, like, you ever buy something, like, say if you buy something off somebody, and you just know when the quality is just like, ugh.
Right.
Like, you'll probably wear it one time, but, like, I see females in the club with my clothes on and at their hair, hair appointments and getting their nails and stuff done. Like, I feel like when you buy clothes, it's kind of like an investment, kind of. You want to be able to wear it over and over again. But, like, the shiny material, I don't like that. Like, all that spandex and stuff like that. Like, I just be big on quality because and that's your name in the streets, too.
Facts.
Like, somebody be like, I need an outfit and get something from Tavi. If I got bad quality, somebody in the car going to be like, I had bought an outfit from her. So, it's just like, no, you just want your name good at all times. Like, you just, I don't know.
Like keeping your face clean. Yeah. How do you feel when you see people rocking your brand, though?
I feel good.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I feel like I be that, like Shane Justin. I don't know if you know who Shane Justin is. Or G Swoo. They like big clothing designers. And they got their own big brand. They be having like, you know how when you taking your stuff to like USPS and it be like, well, not even your stuff, but like it be big trucks full of like packages and stuff like that.
I know
that's how I want my brand to be. Like I want to be able to drop like a deal and I sell out.
You gonna get there though.
Yeah,
you gonna get there. I wanna get on that ebook, man, because when I actually wanted to grab one and have you give it away, but you gotta. Why you stop that?
I got it. It's just I wanted to do. Okay, so I didn't drop it yet only because when you doing like an ebook, people like, I don't know if you know what Etsy is.
Had a website or something?
So Etsy is a website where you can like buy like templates and books and manuals and stuff like that. I was gonna drop my ebook, but then I went on. I'm looking at Etsy to make like a deal or something for my lashes or something like that. And I see somebody ebook on there, and they selling it so people could buy your ebook and post it and make money off of it. Yeah, they could do that.
Oh,
so that's why I'm like, yeah. That's why I'm like, okay, so if I sell this ebook to y'all, say if I sell the ebook for like $50, somebody could put it on Etsy and sell it for $10 and make, more money, or not, you know what I'm saying, but like do something like that. So it's just like, I don't know. I'm gonna drop it eventually though, cause
you still trying to figure out everything about it. That's crazy. I didn't know that they can do that, and they a lot, and you can't take them to.
No, I had a friend. She do credit. She ended up posting like her credit books or whatever, and somebody like saved it. I guess she said she had like a bundle of like 4 for like $150. Somebody saved all the ebooks and sold probably each ebook for like $10. Yeah. And like people like cheap stuff, so
they
the cheap
gonna
stuff
grab
sell.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna sell. So yeah.
You said you got friends that. Do you have a lot of friends that do what you do? Like, what do your crowd look like? Do you keep entrepreneurs around you? Do you have?
I ain't not even say like that, but like none of my friends really work jobs. Like I got my best friend Diamond. She sell hair. She bake. And then I got my friend Sienna, Shania, she do hair. Sienna do lashes. That's who taught me how to do lashes. Shania, she sell hair. She do hair. I ain't really got that many friends though. But like everybody, I try to, stay in my lane.
Is it important? Do you think your friend group is important?
Yeah.
Why to you?
Because I feel like if I go around, not even just say a normal person, but just somebody who don't do what I do, we can't have the same conversations that I can have with somebody who own their own business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, people be real envious and they see what you could do or they hear what you talking about, the money you making, and I just don't want that around me. So I just stay in my lane with the people I hang with.
When you were saying people, right? All the same people, it's really the mindset. And it's crazy how some people just like, I'm finna work here for 10 years. I'm finna do this. But you said skip that.
Yeah, I always had a job though. Like I started working at 14. I was working at McDonald's. That was my very first job. And it was just like...
One thing I want to tell you quick, man. I know he told you this probably, but your dad is super proud of you. He told me that he proud of what you doing, man. And you always, man, Tavi doing her thing, man. And I told him I was going to do the interview with you. I told him I was going to go live, but I don't want to give everybody this, I want to wait till I upload it. But he told me the story. He said he was on the porch. He was like, Dad, I want to talk to you. And he was like, what? Come on. He sat down. He said, I want a job. He was like, what? He was like, I want a job. And you got the job at McDonald's. No, you went and talked to somebody at McDonald's, asked about the job, asked him. He helped you get in there. You became the manager or something, he said.
Yeah.
So you been a hustler.
Yeah, I always was getting my little money.
I remember you.
And then I like shoes too.
Yeah,
I used to be buying shoes all the time. And $140, my mom would just be tripping. My daddy would be acting like he don't want to buy it, so it's like...
He went to go get it on your own.
Yeah, I had to.
You went to go get it on your own. So, what do you see, like, next? Because I honestly think you known for the Lash game. I ain't gonna lie, I was talking to this female. She's like, I'm finna go get my lashes done. I'm like, who doing your lashes? She said, Drew. I was gonna put her on you anyway, type. That's how I am. But she was like you well known with the Lash game.
Yeah.
What do you think is next for you? Or where do you want to go next?
So I was thinking about going back to school. I want to go, but that's the thing. Like when I was in school, I didn't like school. It's just, I don't like being around like a bunch of people. I will always be like the person in the class and just be like, if I, do my work, can I have my headphones in? And I always sit at the back, like by myself. Or like I used to just be skipping. Like after I was done, I just leave. So, but I want to go back to school to be an esthetician. To do like waxes and stuff, but that's a little too much. I really just want to do like facials and stuff like that, like doing facials and then teeth whitening and like lip fillers and stuff like that.
Oh,
But it's people out here who do classes for like the lip fillers and the teeth whitening. So I was thinking about doing that just to add on to like the beauty industry. And then I eventually want to open up a shop. Hopefully I can do that by the time summertime come around again. That's my goal. So,
Shop, what you shop like what?
a shop, like a salon, and have people working in there. And you know my daddy do all the stuff.
Oh
so I was
yeah,
just
you got
right there on us. So
okay, that's yeah.
what's today?
Today is the June 8th.
So June 8th of next year, we gonna do this again, and hopefully
Bet.
I'm gonna
Hey,
have my shop.
that's a promise. I know you is.
I'm
You
gonna have
got
my
it.
shop.
You got the drop in. Kev gonna push you, man.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna play about you, man. You said them classes, man. I be seeing you teaching people now. Like that's another step. You're not just doing lashes. You teaching people how to do lashes. So let's talk about that a little bit.
So when I had took a class, I took a classic lash class. And what I do is more so like volume and stuff like that. Like it's fans versus like a classic is, just grabbing one individual little lash and put it on the individual lash. So I paid $500 for that class. And it was just like, once I really tried to do it, I noticed nobody is getting classic lashes. So it was just a waste of money. So I ended up just going on YouTube, teaching myself how to do fans. And then
YouTube.
you
Wow.
can learn a lot from YouTube. TikTok and all that
game.
stuff. Yeah, you can learn a lot from YouTube and TikTok, but just for the anatomy of like learning just beyond doing like the fans and stuff and applying, I say take a class. But yeah, I'll be doing 101s and stuff like that. I really want to just get to the point where I'm just doing 101s, like just teaching classes and stuff. Because I don't do lashes forever. I want to be able to move around and make money and stuff like that.
You said you 3 years in so far, right? That don't
I'll probably give it like. I'll probably be doing lashes for like 6 years, probably 6 or 7 years, but I don't feel myself doing that.
When we was coming in, man, you said you wanted to do content, and that's where I'm happy. I was happy you was doing that. You're right, because I think you should do that. You got the voice, the attitude. The best thing about you, to me, you don't play about yourself.
Yeah.
So I think you should really get into this content lane, man, and take off, because you got the drive, you got the hustle, you got the looks. You got everything like that. So what did you want to do with this content stuff? Like, what do you want to do with that?
I want to post it.
On where?
On like Instagram and stuff like that.
Okay.
Instagram and TikTok. Because people getting paid off TikTok.
For nothing, bro.
Yeah, I be
You
seeing
see me, I be
stuff.
trying to post a little, but I don't know how to do all that.
Yeah.
ChatGPT is my best friend for sure. Like, all my titles and chat help me with all of that.
Yeah.
Do you use ChatGPT?
I never heard of that.
Oh, come on, man. See, you a hustler. I'm trying to get paid to think, but ChatGPT it just put in something crazy, like how you do lashes. It just send you to the YouTube video. But you don't do podcasts and stuff like that. Do you watch them though?
Yeah, I watch podcasts. Like when I first started doing lashes, I would just listen to music all day long. But now I watch podcasts. I watch like Ari. I like hearing how rich people think and how they talk and like what they did to get to where they at. I watch Ari. I watch Kiki Palmer. I watch Jada Waiter. I watch what is them? It's 2 other girls that I can't even think of their name, but they be having like different people on their show. I watch them. It's another guy who be having different people on his show. I watch him. Yeah, I just be listening to podcasts all day.
Well, so you get inspiration from the podcast, motivation.
Yeah, because while you work, it just be irritating just listening to music all day long when I could just be listening to somebody talk and learn something.
Are you good enough doing lashes? Like, do you having stuff playing in the background while you doing it, or you gotta be silent focused?
No, I be having stuff playing in the background. I be listening to podcasts. Like, I have a client, she'd come in and she'd be like, I don't want to listen to no podcast. You don't have a choice. So, it's like, yeah.
So, but now since I think about it, you kind of a therapist. Once you how long do it take to do lashes?
It take it depends on the person and they lashes, but it take like an hour, 30 minutes.
Or hour and 30 minutes.
Depending on the set.
How do you keep the entertainment going for an hour and 30 minutes?
It really don't even be like the entertainment. Like, I be having clients. I got some clients that we'll talk the whole appointment, and then I got some clients that'll come in and be like, hey, or see people will be like, hey, I want this, or like if I try to keep a conversation up, I'll be like, what you getting your lashes done for? But I don't know.
What's the pros and cons of doing lashes to you?
It be clients that just feel like they could just get in every time. Like some people, that one time you tell somebody no,
Yeah.
it's like you never did it the whole 1,000 other times.
Wow.
Or like people would just be getting comfortable, like being late and stuff like that. Like, or I don't know. It just, it'd be the audacity. And like people just be too like, I don't know. They just feel like they can do whatever. Especially like when you be lenient so much on some people or you don't apply your policy.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah.
Give them an inch there, take a yard.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you plan on moving out of Milwaukee?
I was thinking about it, but if I leave, I need to have that following base to where I could go somewhere else and still make money. Cause I know people who would go to Houston and think just cause they moved or I don't know, they'll go to Houston and they literally got to start all over. Like they'd get a job and do all that stuff. I don't want that. Like I want to be stable.
So you want to go with them expecting you to be there instead of going there and figuring it all out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would just rather like, when I be hearing people talk about moving and they'll just be like, I'm going to just go do it. I just be like, just try to go down there and like post, randomly, I'm coming down there, I do hair. Or I come down there and do lashes. You know what I'm saying? Just to be in and out, dipping in and out, and just giving people services. So they like, okay, get your name out there slowly but surely. But just don't move and just up and do something thinking, what I'm saying? It's just gonna work.
Yeah, that's good.
Because when you go out there, you just gonna be by yourself. You ain't got no family.
Nobody.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of people I jumped up and moved. A lot of people don't even know I don't live in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
But
Say, what you leave for?
I got family in La Crosse though. But I left, man. I felt like yesterday, but I've been gone for 2 years, man. But I left to go. I had stuff going on. I just wanted to get away from down here for a minute. But I'm here all the time, like I'm still in Milwaukee. But I know what you're saying. Like I left to get away. I didn't leave with a business or nothing like that. But I do plan on. I want to go to Atlanta.
Yeah.
But I want to leave established. Like I want to be a household name before I just jump up and move. Where would you think you would go if you was to move?
Well, I really don't know, but it'll be like a big place, like Atlanta or Houston. I got a friend, he do hair in Atlanta. He do celebrity hair in Atlanta. So, and then it's just crazy, like with him, watching him grow. Tyler, I don't know if you know who that is, but he used to do our hair in the basement.
Wow.
Yeah, and now he doing like Tiana Taylor hair. Like I don't know if you seen that new movie that Tyler Perry just dropped, Straw.
No.
Well, if you see that movie, he did Tiana Taylor hair. He be on tour with Summer Walker and them. Like, yeah.
And he from here?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, okay.
He's doing our hair in the basement.
He took that risk.
Mm-hmm. He moved to Atlanta and now he getting paid.
That's I ain't gonna lie, salute, man. I know a lot of people that just be jumping up and leaving, but I like your thought process of
different dab and going in and out, but just don't jump and do it. I just post like a flyer or something, take a little vacation or something, go there and do whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? What they do for their business, but all of that I'm just about to just move. I wouldn't do that.
I want to ask you something, man, because the type of person you are, like you could. You good, right? You in your line, you can stay focused, you can do what you want to do, but you having these classes, you helping people, you will get online and give game to people, and why is that so important to you?
Because I had to figure it all out by myself. Yes, I had to figure it all out by myself, and sometimes that'd be irritating. Like, it's nothing to just give free game. Like, I feel like you get blessed, like, people mistake blessed as trying to be all...
gatekeeping.
Like gatekeeping and stuff like that. So ain't nothing to just tell somebody. Eventually they gonna find out. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like,
that's 100, man. I respect that about you, and it's a lot of people that, man, a lot of OGs that I know, man, that they got the game and they got the sauce and they don't give it. But you young and you getting what you want and you still reaching back like, here, you do this, here, help do this. And I want to salute you for that, man, because it's a lot that's not around here. But I want to ask you this question. I talk about this all the time. Do you believe in mentorship?
Yeah, but I don't want no mentor.
Why not?
Well, I kind of got like, I ain't gonna say I kind of got like a mentor, but like my friend Sienna,
Shout out Sienna.
Yeah, I love her.
I know her too. I worked with her when I was a kid
For real?
at the youth center.
Yeah, Sienna.
Just can't.
Sienna be doing her thing, but like I go to her like about a bunch of stuff like with clients or like if I don't know how to go about a situation or like she be doing like real estate and stuff like that. She be telling me like how to get in like little groups, what to look for, or just certain stuff.
So you do like mentorship?
Yeah, I like it, but not say it like that. I just don't be one of the people in my business too at the same time.
What you mean by that?
Cause when you got a mentor, like they in tune with your life, like they know what's going on.
They can guide from the side though.
Mm-mm.
You don't want it
to a certain extent.
Okay, I respect that, man. So you doing this business? You got plenty of stuff going on, right? And this podcast is about adversity, how you get over that. Did you have bumps and bruises on this entrepreneurship journey, and how did you get over those?
So like with the bumps, it's always pros and cons to everything.
Right.
But like you had your slow days and stuff like that. Like June is a slow month for me. But then you just gotta remember it's gonna pick back up July 4th.
Okay.
So like you just gotta, and that's another reason why I start selling clothes too. Cause like for them slow months, you can just sell clothes. I drop a load, and if I wanted to just sell clothes and just be consistent with that, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? So, but you just, I don't know, just pray about it, talk to God about it, and just keep it's really like a mind thing. I feel like you got to know, like, I don't have to worry about this. God, it's going to work. Like, for next month, I was going to throw a deal for my clients or whatever to be booked, but I'm already almost booked for July. So it just be like, yeah, you just got to know, like, because some people, you'll be second guessing yourself, like, okay, am I going to have this or am I going to be able to do that, like, after this? But, like, it's going to happen. Like, if God wants it to happen for you, it's going to happen for you. If you want it, it's going to happen for you. Like, you just got to keep your mind on stuff like that. Like, people just be down themselves. I was talking to this girl yesterday when I was getting my hair done, and she was like, she going to school to be what's she being? A ultrasound tech. And I'm like, why you want to do that? And she was just like, because I need a degree or, like, I need something to do and all of this. I'm like, you just want to do it because it's there. You don't want to do it for real.
But you putting your time and energy in that, like.
And I'm like, if you're going to, I feel like not even everybody should have a business, but I feel like it's good to have something going for yourself on the side other than just a job or just feeling like you got to go to college because your parents want you to go to college and then you in all this debt because you wanted to go to school and you're not even doing what you went to school for. So, like, I don't know. I just be telling people to start a business. Ain't nothing wrong with trying. You ain't gonna die.
How did you deal with peer pressure? Did you have I know you don't. You don't go for that, but
yeah.
Talk to them about the peer pressure stuff, like
with school.
Well, just with entrepreneurship, hanging with the wrong people, like you said, I don't know what Kev wanted, but if your pops or family wanted you to do college and all of that, how did you stand up for yourself and like, no, I'm finna do this business. I'm finna keep going. I'm gonna try this. For the people that want to do what you do, because somebody out there that's watching your page, like, dang, I wish I can do what she do. Yeah. How does she do it?
So with school, they knew not to say nothing to me about school. I wasn't going for that. But like my big sister Aspen, she went to college. She dropped out. Now you still got all these, you know what I'm saying, debt and bills you got to pay. I knew I wasn't going to school because it was nothing like I wanted to do, like a doctor or something like that. Like, and then getting up every day to work. You know what it was? My friend Sienna was like, you getting up clocking in for that $1 million business, helping them make $1 million, and you could be the $1 million business.
Wow.
So that's why I'm like, I like that. And we gonna do that. I'm gonna start my own business. Cause like you, especially like working for Walmart.
Oh yeah. They give you pennies.
Yeah, you could, and they're making millions of dollars. Or like Target, they're making millions of dollars. Who finna do that when I could make $1 million?
You had that mom. How old was you when she said that?
I was working at Walmart when I was like 16, 17.
When you said I'm finna be a millionaire at 16, 17.
Okay, I like that. Something to start doing. Yeah. But school, I knew I wasn't going to school. I had a lot of cousins who like had to move back with their mom and stuff because they couldn't afford having the house and a car and, still going to school at the same time. I didn't want to struggle. I didn't want to do none of that. And it's just like, no.
You
I just
chose
work on
entrepreneur. Man, are you excited with the journey you on?
it. I want to start getting into real estate.
So, you said you don't want the mentorship, right? You know, I know a lot of people, but you don't see getting mentored. Let's take the mentorship word out. Relationships. That's really what it comes down to. Like, if I wanted to do real estate, I have a relationship with somebody where I can call like, hey, like after this, I'm gonna connect you with somebody that do real estate, right? But that's what mentorship do for me. You know, I don't want you to be so like bottled up. Like I don't want people to know my business, and I'm surprised you up here talking like this because I know you. So I want to say thank you for that. But
Yeah, cool.
it's man, it's help out here, but we so young and we think we can do it. Like we want to do it on our own. I know the both ends though, but reach out, Tavi. Like you got the drive, you got the, and there's somebody out here that will help you because it's my favorite analogy, right? If your car, like say if you outside, you run out of gas, your car on E, right? And your hazard lights on, right? I would just drive past you. A lot of people would just drive past you.
Yeah.
But if you outside and you pushing your car to the next gas station, more people will get out to help you if you doing something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they gonna help you because you doing something. You know, everybody not just finna shut you down, but I think you should look into more resources or more relationships. You know, you got your friend Sienna and she doing her thing. You really respect her because you keep bringing her up. But
Yeah.
it's a lot more people out here. But it's something else I want to ask you about that you keep, you know, bringing up. You spoke about it earlier. God. How is that with you? Because we met at a youth church organization. Did you go to that church? So
I ain't go to the church, but like my family owns the church. I grew up in church. I used to go to church. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes. My mom and daddy. My mama, uncles, they own churches. Like,
Can you share your relationship with, like, how important is God to you? Because I've seen you at church a couple times too.
it wouldn't be done without them. Like, I wouldn't be here. And especially, like, for people who gonna watch this that knew what I went through or, like, what I grew up having to deal with, I feel like all that is God. Because, like, some people just give up. Or, like, I've been homeless before. Or, like, I got kicked out at, like, 16. I used to just take care of myself. And it's just hard doing all of that, being so young or, like, not being in the house with your family or, like, I didn't talk to my dad for probably, like, a year or two. Or, like, just being mad and stuff like that. Like, without God, I just wouldn't be here. Or, like, just, like, me being, when I was younger, you think you know everything and stuff like that.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
So, me trying to be grown, I got kicked out. And I had to fend for myself. And it's just like, damn, like, this a lot.
Yeah, that's
And then still going to school. I used to be getting kicked out of schools. I think I went to like 4 different high schools. And like just doing all of that, trying to figure it out by yourself. And some people just give up. And then it's just like, you just got to remember, some people can't even get through the stuff that you're getting through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, you just got to be thankful for what God do. Like, I feel like if I didn't go through what I went through, I wouldn't be as independent or like self-sufficient or anything like that. So just being like having faith in God and just knowing like it's gonna work.
It's gonna get better.
And you got it. Yeah, it's because it's always somebody going through something way worse than what you're going through.
Man.
So you just got to keep that in your mind.
God is important to you. That's good, man. Man. So you said, I did not know your parents had a church, man.
Yeah, my grandparents and my uncle, but not my mom and daddy.
Did you still go to? Did you go to church today? Okay.
I'm not okay. So me being like an entrepreneur, it's kind of hard to just be going to church every Sunday. But like, I do listen to like Evolve, like stuff like that on YouTube, or like, I feel like when we was going to the Lighthouse,
right?
You know, Miss Gunderson said, like, don't always ask God for stuff. Sometimes just wake up and say thank you.
That's crazy.
On what the?
Yeah,
like I just wake up like. You don't have, I'm not even going to say like, you don't have to talk to God every single day, but I wake up and I'll be like, just thank you. Or like making it home, thank you. Or being in the car, I'll probably just say, God, just let me enjoy my day. Or like, let me have a better day. Or like, before my classes, I pray. Because one time I had one person that didn't catch on and I just feel so bad taking her little $400 And ever since then, I pray over each class. That's how I feel like you see every person I post, they be catching on. So I feel like that's God. Like me praying over her class and just hoping that she catch on. It work every time. But like, I don't just talk to God when I need stuff. I talk to him and be like, thank you for everything. Or like, just period, point blank. I don't have to go to church to have a relationship with God, I feel like.
That's good, man. That's good, man. So how do you balance, like, you popping, right? I keep saying that because you 23. I don't know another 23 ever doing what you're doing, especially in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
How do you balance that? Like, how do you balance the lashes, clothes, and then life? You know, how do you do both? Like, you had time to come do this with me, you know, and answer that. Then how do you balance life?
I ain't gonna say I don't, but I don't. Like, it just be hard. Like, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, selling clothes, I probably, I have people coming picking up while I do lashes. Or like, if I got a little break, I, do drop-offs. Or if I'm bored, I just post them so I can make some money or do a deal or something like that. But it is it's not, I ain't gonna say it's hard because I got it, but I just do it. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah.
Make it happen. So I gotta talk back because once again, we went to this organization we grew up at, and I called you. First, I did the first one, right? Gunnarsson told me, come help me give food back. And you text me like, let me know next time. I look like, oh, okay, that's 100, right? Then I text you when I'm doing the next one. Not only did you come, you got on the camera for me. You told me you don't like the camera. And I know how important that is because I hate cameras. I don't like cameras. Why did you come, and how important is giving back to you? Because I was like, dang, she showed up and she interacting with the kids. She got on the camera. Why is that important to you?
What, to come in the lighthouse?
Just giving back to the community and helping, support and stuff like that.
Because I feel like now that I run a business and now that I'm grown, I see how important that is. Like, to be, like, as a kid, how we just never wanted people to talk to us and tell us what to do, or like, but I see how important that is because now, like, in my days, I just noticed, like, dang, when I was little, my mom and daddy used to be telling me about this, and I didn't want to hear it, but now I understand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like just telling them kids to stay in that place, because I see how the society and kids nowadays are, and they way different from how we used to be when we was younger. And I know it's so easy to just fall into temptation. So it's just like, being a leader and talking to them kids.
What did Lighthouse do for you when we was?
So when I was younger, I grew up in a real toxic household, and I couldn't wait to turn, what was it? 10. Yeah, I couldn't wait to turn 10 so I could just get away from yelling and fighting and arguing and all of that stuff. But it was just peace. Like, that's what it was for me. Because we really couldn't, me and my sister, we couldn't do nothing. Like, my dad was strict. You know that. We couldn't walk across the street, go to the park, go down the street and see so-and-so. My daddy wasn't having that. So it's just like, being at Lighthouse was like my peace for me and away from home, and being there till what time they close? Like 9?
7. No, 7.
7?
Like 3 to 7.
I think it was 4 to 7.
3. For sure 3.
3 to 7.
Man, I was in there.
Well, 3 to 7. That was my 4 hours of peace and going home and probably going to sleep. But yeah. And they just taught me more about God and having friends, and yeah, we used to be there in the summer doing Just Dance and all of that stuff. Yeah. It was fun.
I want to share this story, y'all. Don't judge me. I was a kid, right? You don't even know this, but I'm gonna keep it. My mama gave me $20, right? Mm-hmm. Now, when you 10 years old, $20 is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, it was cool. You was like my best friend back then, you know? Mm-hmm. She was like, it was the canteen at Lighthouse. And I'm like, Tavi, you want something? And we went to the canteen like 4-5 times. And I was just like, and I came back home. My mama I came back home, I had like $9 or something like that, $8. My mama said, boy, where all the money go I gave you? I couldn't even tell her where it was. Because if you knew my mama, God rest her soul, she was a different breed. But we had experiences like that at Lighthouse, man. And what's crazy about, the toxic house you had growing up in, Lighthouse was the same thing for me.
Yeah.
Like, I had 3 females in the house yelling from sun up to sundown, nonstop. So Lighthouse gave me somewhere where I didn't have to hear none of that. It ain't no yelling, no bickering, no arguing, no pettiness. I'm just up here being a kid. It let me be a kid because at the house I'm trying to find stuff to do so I won't hear that. And I couldn't go to Silver Spring Centers.
Yeah.
Like, my auntie was strict too. She like, no, you ain't going over there because my brother Trell got to deal with some niggas over there. So, but I couldn't go to West Line. Yeah. So I had to stay around there. So Lighthouse was that for me too. But I never would have knew that. Because you was so, you know, you was like, you was smooth at Lighthouse. Like, you know, now you can see when kids going through stuff.
Yeah.
I would have never known that about you.
Yeah.
You held yourself up right, you know, back then. But that's crazy that we went through the same thing.
That's why, like,
beautiful soul.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That was a good episode, man. I ain't got nothing else. I do want you to do something. I want you to, one, shout out your brand, let them know where to find you, how to get your merch, how to get your lashes done. Because if you ain't get your lashes done by Tavia, you tripping.
What though?
You tripping. But before you do that, I want you to give some game, man, like, about Milwaukee. I ask everybody this question, like, you've been around here for a long time and you young, you got a younger mindset. What do you think can help Milwaukee? Because I don't stay in Milwaukee. But when I come,
I'm ready to say it.
Go ahead.
Stop hating. Y'all need to stop hating. Y'all need to pay attention to yourself and your life. Mind your business. That's what my daddy used to always tell me. Mind your business, keep it pimping, and keep your legs closed. That's what you need to do.
Now that's free game.
Yeah, that's definitely free game. So when you focus on yourself more and you're not focused on somebody else's business, you can focus a lot on your life and realize what it is that you need to work on. And you can prosper more. You can do more when you focused on yourself. Some people don't realize that. And then, like, with the hating, it's so much money out here. Y'all don't have to hate. And stop doubting yourself, too. Because I feel like that's why y'all be hating. Y'all doubt yourself and then y'all see somebody doing what y'all want to do. And you be mad. And people don't realize that there's nothing wrong with you motivated. Be motivated by stuff like this. You don't have to hate on nobody. Do the same thing. Ain't nothing wrong with doing the same thing. Or chase your dream. Ask for help. Do something. People see somebody doing something they want to do. And it just it becomes envy and jealousy. And yeah, so for us to be better, do better. Like, be better, want better, just better everything. And people just need to learn how to mind their business and stop hating and worry about yourself. Make your money. Yeah.
You good at that.
Yeah, heavy on the stop hating. It's
I
okay with being, like, influenced by somebody or, you know.
I say that all the time, but I say the crab in the barrel, man. Like, they see you going up and they want to pull you down.
Yeah,
like, come on, man. Like, even when I had this podcast, a lot of people was like, you know, my first 2 guests, it's like, who you interviewing next? I tell them who it is. I'm like, I want to uplift a friend of mine that's popping her stuff that I seen go from a little girl to a woman. You know, I'm trying to bring you up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling where this, you good, right? But ain't no telling where this episode will take you. You know, who will look at it and who will get motivated behind this. We need to do more stuff like that, man. Like, man, I'm going to be honest, man. I got a pop-up shop, G. Between me and you, and I know I'm on camera. Folks, I want to cancel it. I only got like 3 people. Bro, I'm helping you make money.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't nothing but $50. You know how many bottles, a tray $50? You will buy that quick. Like, you'll go outside
and
man, like,
$47.
How y'all ain't trying to make no money and I'm begging these people to come make money?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, they just don't get it. Like, I'm begging people to make money, but this is what I'm gonna end up doing because next up, this is my brand. You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna do another video, but I'm gonna do it right here. I'm giving $250. So the next 10 people that contact me, you will only have to pay $25. Now, if y'all don't get this money, bro.
What do you mean?
I'm paying $250.
For what?
table. These like I'm trying
You're paying for somebody's table.
half.
You're giving somebody $250?
No,
Oh, you're splitting between the
so
10 people.
10 people pay me $25 because I'm putting up $250 for myself. For them.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? What would you want me to do? Stop? I can't give up. But
I'm saying why, because if they don't want to do it, that's just, they gonna miss out on their money. I don't think you should miss out on money. It's nice to want to help people.
it's not about the money, right? I get what I'm thinking if I want to do both, because I want to half of me want to cancel it and just say, man, you feel me? Like, because I don't even stay here, bro. I'm doing darn trying to do this. Like, fam, I don't even live in Milwaukee, bro. Like, but this is my dream. This is my vision. And the first one I had, it was about 15, 20 vendors. But it's like now, bro, if I say come to the club, it's cracking. Like, they get behind the dumbest stuff, bro. But I'm just trying to better my brand. But what I'm really going to do, we ain't even going to do that. But
you know what I was thinking? You know how when I said I was going to throw a deal, but it got booked anyway? I feel like the more you push, the more you're going to push. I don't feel like you should have to do that. Like, with your money. It's not about the money, of course. It's about, promoting your brand and pushing your brand. But I feel like you shouldn't have to do that. Like, it's good that you want to, though. But I feel like push more. Do, like, you know what I'm saying? Promote it more.
I'm gonna come back for I'm sorry, I do not know her name, but it's this woman, and
Nana.
Nope, she doing a pop-up shop. Her name like Liar or something like that. Leah,
Somebody had texted me about a pop-up shop too.
She doing a pop-up shop and she got 20 vendors, but I'm gonna go to her pop-up shop and go promote my stuff too. Like they vended, and my crowd is my younger people, and I got a lot of older people. I don't have the entrepreneurship crowd on my page or like that, so it's kind of hard. But I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna go to Juneteenth and promote. But Milwaukee is hard. If I go to Atlanta and did something like this for $50, I'm selling out. Man, it's this podcast summit I want to go to in August. His tables are $1,000 to vend, like to sell your merch, and these people don't got $50.
I'm sure they had a $50.
Man
got $1,000 for the table though.
$1,000 in Atlanta for a table, like, and that's the basic.
But it's networking, so I get it. Especially in Atlanta.
But Atlanta is different. That's why I got to get over there. You too, though. You got to get over there, or just wherever you want to go. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I love Milwaukee, man. But this, I don't know, man. But I want you to shout out your brand. Tell them where to find you. Tell them how they can get their lashes done. Book with Tavi if you ain't, because if you ain't, you tripping. Book with Tavi. Talk about your merch and shout out your Instagram.
So if you want to get your lashes done, I have a booking site, but you can find me on Instagram at atavia.aaa. It's ATAVIA. If you go on there, you'll see like the links and stuff for my pages. What else? You said shout out my brand. Bellam. And I'm going back to Bellam Beauty Bar. I'm not doing Lash hair no more. I just want to keep it with Bellam, I guess.
Okay.
So, yeah, Bellam Beauty Bar when I add some more services. And then I got this
Lululemon bag.
Lululemon. Let me see. So, here, we're going to do like this. We can put it right here. So, I just dropped these. I got, let me see. I do like a lot of 2-piece sets. So like just to be cute or whatever, I ended up grabbing more than I should, but yeah, I just
crazy
dropped these. They're leggings, and then I added like more details, like a little heart. I think they could see that. And then I got Skims. This too. I love this color. This green is fire. But yeah. I don't know where that. Oh, it's another skim right here. But yeah.
How do you go into getting that, man?
What?
Like, did you write all this down? All these
the
everything
design
that
stuff?
yeah.
No, so I had. How did I go about it? I had a friend, Mariah. her name on Instagram, like the girl boss. She do like graphics and stuff like that. So I feel like we kind of started our business around the same time. So I kind of like stick to her. She stuck with me.
Okay.
So she made my first logo. And graphics ain't cheap either. She made my first logo, whatever. But she ended up making my first logo. I love the logo. And then once I'm finally switching up, like leaving like the skims alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up finding a new graphic designer. But graphics are so expensive. Like so expensive. Like especially if you want quality and like cute. Yeah. So I found a new graphic designer. Cause my friend ended up stopping doing what she was doing. But yeah, I found a new graphic designer. I had her make me a logo, and then I just send it to my vendor. And then, but I tell them like just the little details I want, and she'll probably like do like a mock up or something.
Okay.
And then send it to me. But yeah, that's how you go about it. I broke it down in my book too. I do need to drop that book.
Yeah, let's drop that book, man.
I do.
She gonna drop the book for y'all. We need that book because I need one myself. You got. So you talk about the clothing brand in there too, and man, come on, Tavi, drop that.
Yes, I feel like with the clothing too, though. I'm just give y'all some free game real quick before we go, but I feel like with the clothing, y'all gonna find a lot of vendors on Instagram. Like you're not looking for a vendor, you're looking for a manufacturer. That's what you're looking for.
Okay.
So somebody who has the like the materials and stuff like that, and somebody who could put it together and put your brand on there and stuff like that. You're not looking for a vendor, you're looking for a manufacturer. So people will go on Alibaba or like AliExpress and be thinking like that's what they're looking for. That's not what you're looking for. You're not looking for a vendor. A vendor is just like boutique clothing, like something that come as is.
Yeah, okay.
You're looking for a manufacturer. So if you go on Instagram and you type in manufacturer, you're gonna see a lot of clothing brand, like clothing companies and stuff like pop up.
Did you learn that from mistakes, or you did your research then got into it?
I learned that from mistakes. Like I remember, I'll never forget. I was working at Home Depot and I had wanted to sell these real cute 2-piece. It was a leggings, and I got some new merch on too.
Yeah, man. I'm okay then. You showing out, man.
But no, I had ordered like 500 sets. I came out of like $2,000. And I should have knew it was a scam because, like, $2,000 for 500 sets.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And when I got there, I was so pissed because I did not sell nothing. Like, I just wasted my money, yes. And it's just like...
What did you end up doing with the merch?
Throwing it away.
She having it, y'all.
No, I ain't having it. I was pissed. I am not having it, but yeah. You're going to have to spend money to make money. Facts. That's what I learned about, like, wigs, selling wigs. Finding that quality just be the main thing. That's why I be... work on your quality, like
you always preach that. You always scream that, man. I love to end my episode. This was a great one, first of all, and I'm so grateful. You need to. This what I wanted to do with this, but I want to end with a quote. But she giving more game than been got. I want you to. Do you have a famous quote or quote you love or live and stand by that you want to tell the people before we leave?
No. Other than what my friend had told me.
What's your friend tell you?
What Sienna said.
Oh, let's end it with that. I like that.
Stop helping $1 million businesses make $1 million and become the $1 million business. Thank you.
That's it right there, man. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a blessed one and be safe.